What is up, everybody? It's Jedi Knight Daniel here again today with another episode review for the Clone Wars Season 7. Today we're taking a look at Episode 10, The Phantom Apprentice. First off, I gotta say, I know this review is very, very late, like a week late. I apologize for that. I was finishing school stuff and getting ready for other things that have been going on in my life, so I do apologize for that. But today we're going to be discussing Episode 10, The Phantom Apprentice of Season 7. And I gotta say, this was probably the second best episode of the Clone Wars. The team just did an absolute phenomenal job when it came to the pacing of the episode, the animation of the episode, the characters. They just did such a phenomenal job. So that's actually what we're going to touch on first. We're going to touch on the characters. So really the only one that we got to see some real interesting character for was Maul. And I found it really interesting how they played him in this episode. I thought going into this episode that he was going to be very angry that Obi-Wan just didn't show up on Mandalore looking for him. And he wasn't. Like, he was upset about it kind of at first, but at the same time, it was like he was focused on something else. And you could kind of tell from, like, the first moment that we see him on screen, like, his eyes are darting around. If you look closely, like, they're, like, looking up. You know, he's scared. And we obviously know why, because he pretty much knows Sidious's plans. And he knows, having that connection with the dark side, he knows something big is about to change the galaxy. And he's afraid for himself, because he knows what Sidious will do if he finds Maul. And the way that he plays it, and the way that, there's this desperation in his voice, this desperation to find someone to help him destroy Sidious. And I thought Sam Witwer's performance was fantastic for this. It wasn't something I was expecting, and I think they played it absolutely phenomenally. Congrats and props to Sam Witwer and the whole Clone Wars team for putting that together so perfectly, in my opinion. Another thing I found really, really interesting character-wise was Ahsoka. Spoiler alert, there is one scene in particular where I was just like, I was not expecting that from her. And it made sense. So, spoiler alert again, if you haven't seen the episode. So, when Ahsoka, Rex, and Bo-Katan enter the throne room, and Maul's there, and after Rex and Bo-Katan leave, Maul gives this offer to Ahsoka. He's like, "Help me destroy Sidious. We were both abandoned by higher powers. We need to come together to destroy Sidious." And I was thinking, Ahsoka's just going to say no. It's a little obvious. Going into the episode, and she says, "I will help you." And that was something I was not expecting to hear. And it was played phenomenally. Like, when she said that, I was like, what? Are you serious? Like, what? Well, what's going to happen? Because we know by the time of Rebels, because we see in Twilight of the Apprentice and the second part of the Season 2 finale of Rebels, that they are still against each other. They obviously didn't team up. And so it was like, how are they going to play this? And the way that they do it is really, really interesting. So at the beginning of the episode, towards the beginning of the episode, they go to interrogate Almec, who was captured in the last episode. And when they interrogate him, Maul sends Gar Saxon to kill him, to stop him from revealing information. And before he dies, after he gets shot by Saxon, he reveals to Ahsoka that Maul was hoping to bring not only Kenobi, but he was trying to bring somebody else. Skywalker. He says Skywalker, meaning Anakin. And I was like, okay, how are they going to do this? Like, what does Maul want with Anakin? Like, he doesn't want revenge on Anakin. He doesn't really know who Anakin is. Like, what does he want with Anakin? It didn't really make sense. And then the reveal when she asks, after, later in the episode, after she says, "I will help you," she says, "But you must answer me one question, Maul." And she says, "What do you want with Anakin Skywalker?" And he says, "He is to be my master's new apprentice." And, you can see Ahsoka's just immediate like dismissal. She's like, "There's no way Anakin would not do that." You know, she has such faith in Anakin, and it's sad to see that how much faith that she has in him and how misplaced it is. You know, in just the storytelling, because we know what's going on at the same time. We know what's about to happen, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's almost as heartbreaking, I say, as when they get their final goodbye in the last episode, Old Friends Not Forgotten. You know, it's heartbreaking to see like where these characters came from at the beginning of the series to now. Like, it's just sad to see. Like, and we knew that this, we've known since 2005 that how Anakin turned, and we've seen it. It's just sad to see, the people who were such big parts of his life, how they perceived him before his turn. He was a good person. He was a light to the galaxy. It's just sad to know that the next time she meets Anakin, it will be on Malachor, and they will be enemies. So there was that. Let's see. I like the battle between the Mandalorians and the clones. That was a nice ending. Another thing I have to say, the lightsaber duel between Maul and Ahsoka was absolutely phenomenal. The way that they shot it and the way that they filmed it, because they actually used Ray Park and I believe Louis Mary, something. It's I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. I want to make sure I get the name right because I want to give credit where credit is due. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it here. This is gonna kill me if I don't find this. Oh, Lauren Mary King, excuse me. They did a phenomenal job with the mocap for that because they filmed like Ray Park, who originally played Maul in episode 1. They filmed that mocap, like a mocap, and then they put the animation of the characters over that. Oh my gosh, I'd probably say it's the best lightsaber duel in the whole series. It was just the way it was shot. It just made sense to do it that way, and I think it was phenomenal. So props to those two, especially during this. Let's see. It's going to be interesting to see. And he captured. In the end, they capture Maul, and he is resilient. He's like he wants Ahsoka to kill him because he knows if he gets captured, he's going to be brought before Sidious, and then he's going to die. He's going to lose all his power. So it'll be interesting to see how the next episode goes because the next episode involves Order 66, and it's gonna turn the whole world of this Ahsoka's world, Rex's world, upside down, and it's gonna be really interesting to see how that plays out. So anyway, if you guys did like this review of The Phantom Apprentice and my thoughts on it, please go ahead and leave a like. Also, don't forget to subscribe to watch for more content. I will be filming some stuff this weekend. Tomorrow, so I'm filming this on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll have episode 11 come out, and then on Monday we'll have episode 12. I'm hoping to get reviews for Ahsoka's Walkabout arc and the Bad Batch done this weekend, because Monday I won't be able to get episode 12, the final episode, that review out until possibly Monday night. It might be later. I'm not really sure because I'm gonna be doing some stuff pretty much Monday through Sunday. So I'll find a time hopefully to record it and post it here on the channel. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy this episode, let me know. Talk to me in the comment section down below. But as always, have a great day, everybody, and of course, may the Force be with you.